Joining me with all the reaction to all of that, journalist Rachel Johnson, former Jungle runner-up Jake Quickenden, and Owen Warner's brother Louis. It's lovely to see all of you, it really is. So, Rachel, no surprise, he's up for the trial again, alongside Boy George. That could be interesting, the two of them, that dynamic.
Exactly. I mean, listen, I think the camp is warming to him, but if anyone who's done reality TV, and I think we all have here, once you're inside a bubble, you all want to get on with each other, because otherwise it's so stressful and unpleasant. So I think we can see that happening. And also he's bringing home the bacon, you know, the full house of stars. If not a full house in the House of Commons without him.
No, exactly. And that is the point. But you're right, nobody... It's that thing, isn't it, Jake? Because you're in this bubble. You're living in the now. Yeah. And all of the baggage comes in, and they're all starting to talk to one another now, aren't they? But then that gets a wee bit forgotten about.
Yeah, it felt like a bit of a redemption story last night for quite a few of the people in there. And I think people are warming to him on the outside as well as the jungle. But like you said, they've got to in the jungle. Like there was some nice moments last night. Scarlett, I think, kind of confronted him a little bit, which I think more people should be doing. And he said, like, he messed up and he fessed up and stuff like this. But like Sue said, it shouldn't really be in there. But I don't believe in bullying. I don't believe there should be anything like that going on in there. But I do think people should be making him accountable of what went on. But I think the moment we've all been waiting for, he's gonna maybe have a few kangaroo testicles in his mouth tonight, which is what everyone's been waiting for, right? That's what we've all been wanting to see.
Do you know, it was so interesting, Rachel, yesterday we had Boy George's pal, Fat Tony, and who's a right amazing character. And he said, his thing was, don't vote for him. Don't vote for him to do the trials and get him out as soon as possible, because you're giving him airtime. It was interesting, wasn't it? It's an interesting take on it.
It's true. I mean, to me, I feel that the redemption arc won't work for me because I honestly don't care about him groping his mistress, particularly, and I don't care about him going on reality TV. I've taken the cheque too, so, I mean, that would be unbelievably hypocritical.
Right.
I think that I think the problem with Matt Hancock in the jungle for me is it's a sort of lose-lose when it comes to what happened in the pandemic.
Yeah.
He was health secretary. Half the country is furious about the people they didn't see during lockdown, the people they lost. Yeah. Another big part of the country is furious about the stupid rules that he imposed on them. Well, he didn't even follow. So in a way, he's united the country against him when it comes to the pandemic. I think it remains to be seen whether he can do enough in the jungle to change that narrative. And to my mind, I think he can't course correct at this point. People, obviously, they're going to see a nice bloke in the jungle. He's going to come out with a big paycheck and with a career in TV ahead of him. Yeah. But this is the end of his career in politics, I think.
I think no amount of stars that he wins can kind of change the facts of what happened.
No, indeed. Indeed. And when you're at the bottom, when you're literally under the barrel, you know, the only way is up, I guess. And like we've said, he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah. But he is doing well. Like he got 11 stars. He is doing well.
I
he
guess.
Does seem...
And sort of winning them over in a way. It's just bizarre. I can't even believe we're having these conversations. Louis, can we talk about your brother?
Of course.
What a sweetheart. What an absolute sweetheart. So he's probably one of the few in there who is utterly being himself. Completely.
Yeah, you know what? It's really nice to see, and it's nice to see him so welcomed when he is being himself. Because you know, back at home, he is so precious. As I think the whole of the UK is finding out, and he's brilliant, and I'm so glad that everyone's warming to him so much.
Sure, he has made us laugh with some interesting observations. He does get confused. Have a look at this.
Jet lag.
Jet lag.
Oh, I thought it was jet lag. No. CK. Why has no one corrected me?
I mean, you know now, bro.
Yeah,
there is a certain logic.
James Goody all over again.
But there's a certain logic there because you have lack of sleep, so I can understand.
You know what? I've always said he's not. I mean, he does have his ditzy moments. I'm not gonna lie, but. He's not stupid at all. He's actually really switched on, and you know, Jake, he's really switched on. But his brain just works in a different way, and so he might come across as like you might think, oh, that's a bit stupid. But when you think about it, you're like, actually, yeah, to be fair, that makes a bit of sense, actually, in his own way.
You were saying that he's still confused why he thinks Wales is so hot. He still thinks he's in Wales. That's what he said this morning. I was creasing.
Oh, no.
He still thinks, why is Wales so hot? Why did it take him so long to get to Wales?
He's like, we could have just driven there. I don't know why I've gone to Singapore first.
Maybe it's part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Well,
oh, jeez, it is mad, isn't it?
Before my dad went into the jungle, I can't remember, he thought Anton Deck was one person called Anton Deck.
Anton Deck?
Yes.
Well, it kind of is one person.
Of course,
Yeah.
they are.
You know,
it's
they
hard
are.
to tell them apart.
And they are on fire. They
They
are
are.
saying that yesterday. They have been so funny. And they were talking about, because obviously Matt and Boy George have been picked for this trial. And Anton Deck have been, well, they've been making their own predictions, haven't they?
Do you know what I like about this? Is Matt will just get on with it, whereas George will give us a bit of fun.
Yes.
You know, we'll have a laugh down there with George today.
Intrigued to see the dynamic between the two of them when we get down there.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Well, that's what we've been saying, that sort of dynamic with Boy George. He does not suffer fools gladly.
But he's vegetarian, right? So he's not going to be getting... So I'm guessing Matt will be getting all the...
Do you know,
The
I
really
think
bad
Boy George
bits.
is actually vegan.
Oh, is
so
it?
I
Yeah.
don't know whether... Do you get a special
He can't even eat a
dispensation
fermented egg.
from the head of
He's
veganism?
not going to be eating insects, even.
No, I don't think he can. But, I mean, there's other horrible things that they can make you eat, honestly. Would you ever do it? Would you do it, Louis? Would you ever go in that jungle?
I think, to
Do
be
we
honest...
bounce you in?
Well, out of all of us, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone in the UK who looks at it and doesn't go, oh, yeah, I'd love to go in there. And that is why I think it's so brilliant to watch Owen on there, because we have, as brothers, we've all watched it going, oh, I would just absolutely love to do this show. I think everyone's had the phrase uttered in their family whilst watching it. They should do one of these for non-celebrities. And
Honestly,
watching Owen on it.
I love to watch, but I could never do it. Do you know, we're running a wee poll today. We were asking on Twitter whether or not you think being in the jungle is helping Matt Hancock's shredded reputation. Interestingly, and I think the results would be different at the start before you saw him, 43% of you are saying yes, you feel that his reputation has improved. Obviously, that means 57% have said no. But let's just see how those figures move. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I did the exact same poll on my Instagram.
Did you?
The exact same.
And was the exact same
it was
result?
literally 47 and 53.
If you put that poll on Twitter, though, it would be hugely negative, because Twitter's this negative space rather than Lorraine, which is a positive space.
No, it was. Well, our wee Twitter must be an oasis of gorgeousness. Thank you all so much. It's fascinating and weird and odd.
But people are watching.
But we can't look away.
Yeah.
We can't look away. I'm a Celeb continues tonight, 9 o'clock on ITV.